Fellow dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, I greet all of you wherever you are this moment. I want to inform you that the northern leaders and northern politicians have finally made up their mind that Nigeria must be divided because of what they term to be marginalization and a frustration, sidelining by President Tinubu. They said Tinubu sidelined them, meanwhile they made him president. So as it stands this day, Tinubu and the northern leaders and the politicians are seriously in a big problem, call it that way, because they have been having good rapport, but all of a sudden their problem just triggered up because they say Tinubu marginalized them and sidelined them. They are dying of poverty and hunger, and Tinubu does not care. So, my people, before I wrap up my message this time, I want to ask, why is it that northern people cannot be able to help themselves and stand on their own as a people, not depending on federal government of Nigeria? Everybody is trying to stand, but I believe one thing, that the time for Nigeria to be divided have come, so that each part can be able to organize themselves. You see, this issue of divide Nigeria, if Tinubu's stiff neck is going to lead to a serious anarchy, because I didn't see any military in Nigeria or police that can control the problem that is going to break out. Because how many are there in number, politicians and militaries, to compare to the population of Nigeria, Yorubas and Hausas? So if Hausas mean what they are saying today, I'm telling you, Tinubu cannot control anywhere. And I'm telling you that they will tell their brothers and sisters who are soldiers and police and DSS to come back home. They should come back to North. So which means the battle line will be drawn, which they have just drawn it, because there's nothing that will make Nigeria to have peace. And Tinubu will not like to hand over power to the militaries, just like Babangida suggested for him. Babangida was trying to show Tinubu a way out on how to handle Nigeria, so that there will be no problem. The perfect alternative that Babangida offered was for Tinubu to hand over to the military because of his incompetence and lack of good governance. Because since he entered Aso Rock, there's no any reasonable achievement from Tinubu. So, but permit me to say my mind. Let Tinubu, they should allow Tinubu to rule for his 8 years, God willing, because Buhari did everything he did. None of them tell him to hand over to the military, and none of them let Buhari know that what he did is wrong. All what he has been doing is wrong. So, but they supported Buhari in all ramifications, and to make sure that Buhari the terrorist finished 8 years. And in agreement, both Buhari and northern leaders that Tinubu should be the next president of Nigeria, not a Biafran, not an Igbo man. They concluded it, they did it. This shows you those Igbos that are primarily claiming to be one Nigeria should now understand that Igbo man have no place in Nigeria. The best thing you should do for yourself is go back to your country, go back to where you are coming from, and build your country, Biafra land. Live north, live west. They are Nigerians. But in my saying, I said, let Tinubu finish his turn, because he has not committed anything more than Buhari. Remember, Buhari packed all the money in Nigeria out of the country to his own country where he is coming from. Like Tinubu said, he met empty treasury. He met empty pockets. The bank was empty. Nigeria account, Nigeria bank was empty. So he met nothing. So he has to start from the scratch. So, which permit me to say, Nigerians should give Tinubu some time so that he can be able to repair first what Buhari destroyed, and he will now begin to see how he can build his own government to the test of Nigerians. So don't put fire on Tinubu. He will do his best, and he is doing his best. Hunger with hope does not kill. Don't insult me, but I'm telling you the truth, because you people said he should go and represent you people, your interest, that whatever he does is to your own liking. So don't treat him like an escaped goat, because he did not commit any offense that will warrant that. So Tinubu have not gone contrary to the extent of handing Nigeria government over to militaries. Remember, Babangida was a military head of state of Nigeria. Babangida finished Nigeria money, Nigeria wealth, invested it on Switzerland and many other countries. So why is it so that at that time he did not see reason to hand over to civilian rule? Because anyhow you look at it, you may say that time was good and better, but that is what actually that have disfigured Nigeria today.